Hello and welcome, this is Thor, and in this episode I'm gonna be playing the T-34-3. The T-34-3 is a Chinese premium tank that I got the other day on the St. Patrick's Day sale. It's a Chinese medium tank, and I'm beginning to get the hang of it, but let's see how I was doing and have been doing so far. I was playing with my buddies Marcus and Brian, and these are the first fights when I'm trying to figure out how to best fight in this tank. And not to say the least, we were usually smashed up, terminated and destroyed without being much use to anyone. But I'm starting to figure out a little better how to use this tank to do some effect. Let's go through some of the specs for the tank. Mostly the gun. It's 122mm T-34-3, and the tank holds 40 rounds of ammunition. Its rate of fire is 4.17 rounds per minute, and the accuracy, or the dispersion, or what you want to call it, is 0.46 meters per 100 meters. So it's very inaccurate, and aiming time is 3.4 seconds, which is okay. But trying to shoot something at range with this gun is it's just pure luck if you hit anything. So, like you saw in the video earlier, where we tried in some cases to use it at range with practically no effect at all. It's got a good transfer speed of 46 degrees per second, which is excellent, and this suits well how I have begun to play this tank. It's I don't use it anymore to even try to shoot at things over any distance. It's I try to use it as a close range hit and run tank. It's okay for brawling, but since it's a medium tank, like it's really difficult to brawl with things like heavy tanks. So as you see here, and in these two clips that I have, I found it to be quite effective as a hit and run tank. It's fairly quick with 50 forward, 50 kilometers and 20 kilometers backwards. So it's good for these hiding around corners tactics, which on my opinion is, on my experience, which is not that grand of an experience, but that's how I get the best results with this tank, to drive around corner and change positions rapidly and try to get behind them and try to get a shot like these from the optimum angle. So if I find target, I like fighting heavy tanks in it. If I'm in this position to be able to move quick and get between houses and try to get into the and shoot on their most vulnerable zones, and it can if they're taking quick shots, its turrets bounce as well. So, but stopping and giving them time to aim at you is then you usually end up dead because the armor on his hull isn't that great. But like here, I was not in the best position, because if somebody would have gone from up the hill, tank destroyer or something, it would have made twisted metal wreckage of me pretty quickly. Especially because with how inaccurate this gun is, I would have had a really hard time shooting him back. So exposing your sight is not the smartest thing, especially not if the enemy can start pounding you at range, because then you have no way of getting him back. So he can just keep tracking you and hack you up slowly. But this fight gave an okay result. I'm not in the top, but did my part, took no damage, and did put out a good amount of, or an okay amount of damage. Now let's take a look at the second fight, which take place in Himmeldorf, which I like very much on this tank, because it's got the at least for how I'm playing it, and I imagine lots of other players are playing it, it's got the optimal setting. It's got lots of corners to drive around, it's flat, so you can reach your maximum speed, and you can get up close and throw around and then just burn around the next corner and try to find a new angle. So I decided to go take a look up the hill. It's not necessarily the best place to take this tank, but I decided to take a peek there anyways. There weren't that many players going there, so. But I had gone in this map earlier and tried to get out there in close range with heavy tanks, and that doesn't work out well. It's especially bad with this long reloading time, because if you throw a shell at them, and then they have almost all the time in the world to take a peek around the corner and blast one shot at close range into you. And since you're in a medium tank, they usually make a quick job out of me. So, but here in this case there are not that many that are up here. If it would have been filled with heavy tanks, I would have just simply gone back again. You have to watch out for these tanks, because they can manage to get a fair amount of damage if they hit you in the hull. But now let's see. Trying to destroy the final one. As you can see, I'm throwing out a fair amount of damage per shot. So, and have to kind of make a quick job out of this one. And then I go into the area that I like, or that kind of landscape or cityscape, or what do you want to call it, that I like the most to fight in on this tank. Not in, around the buildings. But trying to, yeah, like here. You see, he hasn't got a chance to shoot me back. So this is how I find is a really fun way to use this tank. Just try to, if possible, to drive around them and throw a shell into their weak spot. And you use the reloading time to find new angles and try to get towards them in a way that they don't expect you to come from. But as you can see, our team is being obliterated. It's been completely smashed. So I'm just in this at this stage in the fight, I'm simply just trying to throw out some damage and get some kills, which I could have done a little better. Now I'm the last one, and they have some tanks that are really low in health, and like here, this is exactly what I should not have done. Should not have gone and started to duke it out with his tank destroyer, because you see he is hitting me in the hull and he's absolutely obliterating me. And now that I fired, I have to wait for a new round. So I should have just thrown a round at him and kept on driving. But it went okay. I'm in second place, but we lost. But so these are my thoughts on this tank. Thank you, and please comment, like, and subscribe. Have a nice day, and see you next time. This has been Thor.